Tudor Glamour, Tudor style watches, they always seemed like an overlooked option to me. I considered them when I was searching for an everyday stainless steel watch on a bracelet. And they're black bays, and some of them are just too big or just not right for me. And the 58 seemed to be my dream watch. Actually, it is. Okay, this is just an unbelievable timepiece, right? But no one was talking about the Glamour line. So when I picked up this, which is my birthday watch, it's my celebration watch. I've had some recent business success. I looked around, I realized I've never seen this watch anywhere except for where I'm about to purchase it. And I wonder, am I a huge loser? Am I just plain wrong? A million people can't be wrong, right? Here are 5 reasons people don't even look at the Tudor Glamour line. Number 1 would be the name. Okay, the Tudor name has a lot of strength in it, and Glamour doesn't seem to, roll off the tongue when you think about Tudor. But the Glamour name really is to separate Tudor away from the Prince days. I'm not in love with having Prince on my watch. So when I was looking at Prince days and Prince Submariners and mini subs, I looked at all these. I just didn't want a Prince watch. I don't look at myself as a Prince, even though I have huge respect for Prince, one of the best performers of all time. Musically, I'm not a Prince, right? And I feel like Glamour does separate this line from other aspects of other watches. There's a glamour here, and I get it, but okay, it's an oxymoronic name for a Tudor watch, which are mostly known for their machismo, or rather their masculine, if you will, or toolish wrist presence. What's glamorous about a nerdy dad in his 30s who collects watches and knives? I mean, what's glamorous about that? I mean, apparently my watch is glamorous. Maybe I am living a glamorous lifestyle, and I don't even know it. Thanks, Tudor. The second reason you probably have seen the Tudor Glamour line, but probably overlooked it, is probably the marketing. On the same note, the irony of a glamorous dive watch or sports watch probably confuses people at first glance as they scroll through dozens of brands and thousands of watches on Instagram a day. And most of Tudor's focus seems to be on legitimizing themselves on their retro chic, sophisticated watches that don't break the bank compared to others, right? But have they had the bandwidth to advertise the Glamour line? They have had David Beckham pull out some tricks and do some awesome shots, but it hasn't really screamed through the rooftops for this lineup specifically. They did make a video for the Tudor Glamour Double Date, which looks incredible, but it pales in comparison to the Hodinkee deep dives and the weeks on the wrist of the other Black Bay lines. So that's a nice transition to the third reason you've overlooked Tudor Glamour in the past, and that's the third reason being Tudor's Black Bay Heritage lineup is straight fire. I mean, wow, the Black Bay ceramic, Meta certified, less text on the dial, amazing. The best, in my opinion, is the Black Bay 58. It's pound for pound the best watch in the world. Just ask anyone who owns one. It's either a favorite or one of their favorites. It's the perfect size, not too big, not too small. It's a perfect color palette. It's not boring looking because you got that pop of red and a little bit of pink gold. It has heritage and Rolex's history to boot. It's arguably the face of Tudor. So let's not even get into the amazing new Tudor chronographs, which are beautiful. How is there even room in the company to produce, let alone market, the style or the Glamour lineup? And that leads to the fourth reason you probably have overlooked the Tudor Glamour line in the past, and that would be external competition. Those who love Tudor love the dive models. On the off chance someone is choosing a Tudor, they're competing against Omega, Cartier, Panerai, not to mention amazing boutique brands like Manta, Baltic, Laurier, and Seiko. I get it. There's a lot of competition out there. Why would you even look at Tudor? But if you look at the prices for these things these days, because everyone's overlooking them, I think the competition should be scared since people are starting to wake up to what Tudor is doing. Tell me if I'm wrong, but there's something really special happening here. And that leads us to the fifth reason why people have overlooked the Tudor Glamour line, and that's Rolex. They're they're side-by-side friend, sister, brother brand, whatever you want to call it. I realize we all see Rolexes all of the time and consider them grails, if not difficult to attain watches that we all consider for our portfolios of watch collections or even just a one watch. But not everyone loves Rolex, but everyone does appreciate them. I mean, Tudor has established itself as a substantial force in the Eastern world, yet not so much in the US and North America. Most people would look at this and say, dude, that's not a Rolex. Thank you. And I agree. I mean, I used to ride motorcycles. I collect premium pocket knives. I'm a pretty tough guy, and that fits the Tudor bill, right? But I have a softer side too. I'm a father of 3 kids, especially a little newborn girl. And being a girl dad, you know, I want to pass down some watches to my daughter at some point as well, right? I love hip hop music. I love to dance. I love jazz and classical music. I love to study and read. Most of all, I work in the financial tech industry and I'm a nerd. So engineering and details matter to me, not just flash. So few brands offer me flights of fancy on both sides. Technical prowess, you've got an ETA movement here upgraded with Tudor's prowess, and a complication that to me is just extremely professional. I wouldn't call it dressy, but it's very professional to have a day and a date. So my identity's covered here. You know, this Tudor Glamour completes my collection. I've got Seiko dive watches, Baltics, Lauriers, a Citizen chronograph I'm in love with. This Glamour has a real handsome, thoughtful place in my watch box. It's the only dress watch in my entire collection. It's a dress watch I'll actually wear. Even went to a Cartier boutique and checked out the Santos. I put it on and I loved it. Yet I wondered if I'd wear it over my Black Bay 58. I looked at saving for Rolex, but I wasn't in love with the idea of fighting authorized dealers and didn't want something super old or pre-owned from questionable dealers. And I looked right under my nose at the watch I was wearing and I said, Tudor's done right by me. Why haven't I looked at their website a little bit deeper? And when I did, I realized that this date function, this date day function, is actually what I loved most about the Rolex brand, was the presidential day date. I mean, I said, that is the watch I'd love to get someday. However, I'm not sure about, you know, spending 30K or just being worried about being robbed all the time when I'm going on about my day. I like gaudy things, but I'm not sure that the Rolex Day Date is right for me because the case also is not what I was in love with. I was in love with the functional complication, but I'm seriously fatigued of the 3 o'clock Day Date complications that are popularized by Timex and Seiko. So I've got the flash and gaudiness, but I've also got the understated nature of it's a Tudor. Like, no one's going to freak out because you've got a Tudor. They're going to just give you a nod and say, okay, that's cool. But finally, I wanted something not everyone and their mama had already. I wanted a watch for me. You know, call me romantic. Yet in the millions of timepieces available out there, there had to be something that spoke just to me. And it was right under my nose, or right under my phone as I awkwardly positioned myself for Instagram pictures. Again, it was the Black Bay 58. Surely, if I trusted Tudor with my money and they treated me right with the 58, there must be more out there. It's 39 millimeters. This is 39 millimeters. That's my sweet spot. So going to the website was a flurry of epiphanies. In the hundreds and thousands of times I've gone to the Tudor website, I'd never gotten past the Black Bay lines, and I listened to other people about Tudor having nothing else in store for me. They lied. Tudor has so many options. I'm drooling over some of the Tudor style watches. You know, this Glamour stopped me in my tracks. When I saw this in this configuration, I thought it was a dream. I mean, not since the first time I saw the Black Bay 58 or my college sweetheart, my wife, did I know that this was the right one and nothing else would do. This is a practical watch, okay? 5-link bracelet, staggered link size, and tapers from 21 millimeters lug width, screw links on both sides, substantial folding clamshell clasp. It's almost hidden, right? Remember the hidden Rolex Jubilee bracelets? I mean, I've got my own hidden clasp here. Spring-loaded ceramic pin snaps here. Can you see those? Right there. So, you know, these will retain their tolerance over my next lifetime. Even Rolex watches don't have internally polished clasps. So one up there. But I don't compare this to Rolex. I compare it to every other watch I've ever had and been interested in. And this is different. You know, the bezel is this double-stepped and domed bezel. It almost looks like a double bezel. It's got real nuance here. It's highly polished and beautiful. It has a step between the lug and the mid case, so there's some architecture here that no one else is doing. It's got a sharp break between case flanks and the hoods of the lugs, highly polished indices, you know, clean diamonds. I got these diamonds basically for free, you know, based on the price that I negotiated. And, you know, it's got a clean minimalist aesthetic. So it's got an aperture for the date, needle seconds hand with an actual eye of a needle counterbalance. And the eye of the needle kind of gives me a sense of like style, like if I'm a tailor or something like this. And this is a watch that I would imagine my tailor in my dream life actually would wear. You know, it's got a Tudor crown engraved here, right? So all the little details that we love. Oh, another sticker. If this has been bothering anybody this entire video, let me know. But this is how new this watch is. I'm still taking out the stickers. But if you like a little visual stickery or unboxing, I guess you got another unboxing video here, right? Anyway, this is not just a massive metal to me. This is a well-architected and nuanced watch with nice details, slim ETA caliber with Tudor technology and finishing, automatic hacking, hand winding. It's quick set movement. I mean, it's got a day and a date written out. I mean, you can read the thing. There's nothing about this watch I don't like. Even the classic rotor self-winding smile text here, it's filled with history. And this is the newest version of the date day where they made the Tudor logo much smaller and most of all concise in size. The other one that they had before was just huge. So they fixed it and it's perfect for me and marks a celebration in my collecting journey. Makes me happy. So tell me in the comments if you like diamonds, if your watch makes you happy. You know, let me know in the comments if you've ever looked at the Tudor Glamour line. What do you think about it? Is there anything there that you might consider? And if not for yourself, for somebody else? I mean, it's awesome we have so much selection. You don't have to like this watch. But if you're this far in the video, you're probably interested, if not for yourself or somebody else. So check out the prices for this and similar pieces. They're a steal right now. I'm talking steal. This is a Tudor sports watch, 100 meters water resistance. If you can get past the 21 millimeter lug width, you've got a sweet spot 39 millimeter watch with water resistance that could be your daily, especially without the diamonds. Many colors and textures. Tudor is like the Chipotle of luxury. You can get what you want and be satisfied. I'm elated, okay? Tudor, I'm sorry, you were much better than Chipotle, okay? I'm sorry. I just couldn't resist. But you know, you can overlook this watch, but objectively, this is sharp. And I should know about sharpness. I'm Knife Watch, after all. Peace and love. Take care of yourself. Like and subscribe. This is Knife Watch. Out.